And Vendetta, after that rough mid lane, is honestly so close to this lifestealer. Even with the Hand of Midas, Vendetta's keeping up with him.
Yeah, he's been doing a great job so far. It's interesting to note as well that Underlight decided to be fine.
Okay.
So just very flexible.
That makes a lot of sense. I like the idea of using it as an escape. But the side of Lucchini, they're smoked up here. They put down some good vision so they'll know if they're able to see the next assassin. And they're looking into the pit. They're not going to find anyone. And they knew they wouldn't because they have the wolf here. They're just using it as a base to be able to set up to get a kill. The avalanche toss. They do catch on to the next assassin. Spike Caris isn't going to save his life. And it looks like they're looking for more with the ultimate use. Paradox pops his ultimate almost instantaneously to try and get away. And I don't think they're going to have enough to be able to shed through him. Especially with that torrent. So he is going to be able to get away.
They would have gotten him just by keeping him in place. But that was super close for the Underlight actually. It's like they're gonna try to spam out the Firestorm, but it's not gonna be in time.
Over here, the Necros pops the Ghost Shard back up to full health, forcing someone to TP back to base. But Aegis, they managed to claim it over here on the Ursa, and they might continue their fight. CAM getting off the full channel because Root does not stop that channeling ability anymore longer. And Murdoch, he's really low. If Benjaz is able to find him with his sides, it's going to be a great kill. But it looks like he's been able to retreat, and again they've lost the next assassin for the side of Golden Moolah.
This Necro is just so difficult to kill right now. I'm not sure how you do it with a full right-click lineup like this one. You cannot need that burst magic damage, but they don't really have it. They have the boat, but boat is only 500 damage and Necro has 1600. Holy rocket. But it looks like he decides to get the pipe instead, which is just a more team-oriented item.
I mean, I think he does enough healing for himself anyway.
That's true. But I mean, it gives a little bit of everything, right? It gives you some HP, it gives you some magic resistance.
I feel like the only hero I've ever seen the Holy Locket built on was Timbersaw. There were Timbersaws building it instead of Bloodstone for a bit.
But the reason I'm saying, because I've seen it quite a bit on Metro.
The Avalanche, and they just blow him up. He's just not. I don't know. He had the Rachel cooldown. He used it to farm, and they had the vision of that. They just go in with the Avalanche toss, and with the help of Poseidon, they're able to blow up the lifesteal. This is going to lead to a tier 2 push. They still have the Aegis on top of the Ursa.
Also looks like he's using Infest to just one-shot creeps, just to farm instead of using it to potentially escape by setup, which is greedy and is generally not that bad, but doesn't pay off for him here.
They're using the boat just to try and kill off this creep wave, but it's still surviving for long enough, and there's no one cutting it. The Nation's Prophet is busy split pushing this top tower. They do connect an X onto Tiny, and he might be in real trouble with that torrent. The 4-staff might save his life with a little bit of heal, but they're just accepting the fact that this Tiny is dead. Dreamer even TP in to be able to get that last kill, and they have an X onto Benjaz, but do they have anything follow up? It looks like he's more than willing to fight. With that side is the rub buff. Murdoch, he does live through it just, but he drops to Vendetta in that wallfall, and there's no buyback here on the Kunkka. So they managed to keep the Lycan in place with that pit, but he's gonna just run right out of it.
Benjaz really needs to chill with these sides. If he just uses them a second later, it just adds that extra 30 seconds onto the respawn timer.
Yeah, as well as Kunkka, I assume he might have had his rub buff on him. He just seems
I think it
bit tanky.
He just used it too fast.
Oh, they have the vision over here for Dano. Once again, he's going to go down Poseidon, even popping the enrage just for that bonus damage.
Lucchini getting some really good fights and engagements over the past minutes. There's that Roche, and now they just keep finding heroes for free.
But things might change with this pickup on Dreamer. He does have the Radiance. This is the really big item here on the Lifestealer.
I feel like he needs some armor though, because right now he gets shredded by both Ursa and Lycan. And if he makes one mistake with Rage, he just gets Reaper Sight and he's gonna go down. So he needs like a Halberd and an AC to be able to survive here, and then he's not really gonna do much damage until he gets another fire. So even though he does have the Radiance, he's still far from being able to solo carry this game. Once using Infest to farm.
Well, it looks like he has heard you about the items that he's going to build up. But yeah, we are seeing he's just using this Infest whenever it's off cooldown to be able to accelerate his farm. And oh no, they found Murdoch again. They're trying to TP in. He does have the run buff. Is he going to be okay, Vendetta? He doesn't have the ultimate, and they're not actually committing. And without the Necros on that side, they're not quite able to bring down the Cooker. But we're seeing the Yule Scepter. There's no ultimate on Vendetta. He does have it, but he's held in place with the X. The Torrent, but they're using the ultimate Paradox. They're realizing the rest of Lucchini, they are rotating in. They need to get here if they want to fight this the Underlord. He's the only one able, but they have the scythe, and finally, this feels like the first scythe kill of the game over here on Benjas. And he has the slow of the Ghost Shout. Easy find here on the Nation's Prophet, and they're finding more Dreamers gone down. He had that Radiance, but it's not enough to save him. And that's just 3 massive kills for the side of Lucchini, and I don't think they're going to stop until they get past this high ground.
Radiant's bottom tower is falling.
And that's enough to force the buyback of the Cooker as well.
Underlight is extremely good at deep pushing though. He does use it on mid though, which means that mid is completely open right now.
Yeah, so he uses it on bottom, and then Vendetta, he goes to the mid lane, and he's focusing the range tracks. He wants his permanent damage. But they're not committing for too much, and now they're probably just going to back off and play it safe. So the base successfully broken open, but they have the Yules on top of the Necrophos. Are they able to connect for this? The X does connect over here. They're going for the easier kill of CM, but I don't know, just going for the full channel. Finally, it does get stopped for that Impale.
It's worth mentioning that this is only the second death for the CM, which is quite impressive against these heroes. You would expect her to get picked off a lot more often. She's doing a great job. I feel like we don't give credit to position 5s for not feeding enough.
And I mean, one thing I do like to say about position 5s is there are good deaths and bad deaths, and sometimes you die while scouting out the a 5-man smoke, and that's definitely a good death. You know?
Better still though is to scout it out without dying.
And I guess that is a true point. But the Lycan of Vendetta, after getting thrashed in the mid lane, after claiming that range tracks, he is now #1 as the net worth. I have no idea how he managed to put himself here. But
the mango for a chainmail potentially? Because I don't feel like the 0.6 HP regen is that relevant at this stage.
Yeah, I do have to think maybe put in the slightly more expensive item. Like, do a bit more work.
But hey, who am I?
I mean, I think he probably just believes he'll have the AC by the time he needs to fight. But Paradox is sitting in the trees over here. They don't know he's here, but this tower, we're just seeing the push of this dire side lineup with the help of the Lycan. They've just shred through these towers so fast.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning.
What is the Necro building? He finished the full pipe and he's now getting unloaded, so I'm still not sure how you ever kill this Necro.
Dire's structures are falling.
Well, oh no!
No.
No, but they've caught Dreamer instead. He might think about TPing away, but they have the side, so you can't raise TP, and that's going to be an even bigger kill of the Lifestealer. You might not have found the Cooker, but you find someone just as good.
Yeah, and no buyback. 80 seconds. This is certainly an opening for mid or potentially bottom.
Yeah, you can see Murdoch on the Cooker. He realizes that they're definitely going to try to push. So he wants to push out this mid wave, so that there's only one wave of creeps coming into his base.
Radiant's bottom shrine.
Furion is building towards that solar crest. Kind of one of the poorer Prophet 5s we've seen over the past few days. But he's still relevant just because he is so good at getting out aggressive voids.
Do you think he should have gone for that Vladimir's just so that they have as much armor as possible on the side of Golden Mula?
I feel like Medallion is fine because it generally opens up growth.
Oh, but Paradox! They force him back into their team. The Avalanche, he uses himself to safety. It's a nice Impeller one, but Vendetta, he's popped the ultimate now, and he's actually just using the ultimate to be able to shred buildings or even faster. Poseidon has a double damage rune. And now they're just looking for melee barracks. They're playing the objective-based game, Vendetta. He is going to be X-Master. You're not going to be able to find that next assassin. But he's actually just using his creeps to be able to do the pursuit for him. Poseidon with the BKB, trying to take down Murdoch. Paradox, is the ultimate going to proc in time? And it looks like he will be able to save his cooker. Take them right back to the base. But Dreamer has come back, got rid of some of the creeps, and now he's going to try and take down this Tiny. Well, they do have a lot of heal because the Necrophos is here with that Death Pulse, with the Guardian Creeps coming up cooldown right now. But they catch with the Torrent. They don't actually have the boat. Tiny living for such a long time, but now they've caught Benjaz. The rest of his team TP'd away. I think Benjaz is all alone. They actually buy back on the Tiny. I'm not quite sure if he's going to be able to get back to this fight. And I don't know. He stayed past his welcome up. Are they going to be able to catch this Crystal Maiden? With that Pit of Malice, it looks like they're going to be able to, and the Yules, so the rest of the team can set up around him. And Tiny, he fought back, but he just isn't going to be effective. They have the X. It doesn't matter if you have the Glimmer Cape because they have the vision.
Those were some pretty costly kills, but they do get the racks, so I feel like it's fine. These buybacks are quite questionable though. I guess they know that Roche is up.
Yeah, I was going to say they're buying back to just be able to defend this Roche pit, but the side of Golden Mullers, they had a smoke Poseidon, he pops his BKB, another buyback hit from Benjaz. So many buybacks, are they taking down Dreamer? He's so low, but the Sprout, it keeps him Poseidon for just long enough so he's not able to finish up Dreamer. He's still trying to catch him, but now your BKB's over on the Ursa. He's Jules into the air, but they have the side and Paradox. No, he does survive on just a tiny bit, but he will eventually drop to some sort of magic damage, and they're also probably going to find Murdoch. Benjaz, a buyback nets him the double kill, and this is going to net then Roche, and there's no buyback over.
Aegis again, and Lucini just has such good push, so one mistake like this and you might just lose Mega Creeps right here, because Underlord also does not have a buyback.
Yeah, and it looks like instead of just going for the already exposed melee barracks, they just want to open up the other set, and they just don't have any defense without the cooker. He leaps in, just timing out the end of that range amazingly there on the Tiny. Has to invest away on the Lifestealer into his Vendetta Nyx Assassin, but they found someone in the trees, and it's going to be this Nature's Prophet. He actually does survive, managing to get away, but I don't know, able to claim the kill with the Crystal Nova. Now the Radiance Burn isn't going to be enough to take down this Tiny. Remember, they don't have buyback. Meanwhile, they've taken the last melee barracks. Benjaz doesn't have that side for a little while, and Poseidon, they're focusing the last barracks, they're going for the Mega Creeps, they're going to commit for this, and they are going to get it. Now they've successfully got their objectives. Are they going to try and retreat out? No, Poseidon, he's sticking around. It looks like he just wants more kills over on this bear. But with the Glimmer Cape as well as the disarm onto the Ursa, that's going to be able to save the Nature's Prophet. They have the Sprout, they have the Impale. The Undaunted using his ultimate is able to take him back to the fountain to safety. Poseidon still looking for this Nature's Prophet in the trees. He has 6 fairy spikes, he needs one more, and with that back, it is going to kill him. It's a nice boat onto 2 Murdoch. They have claimed the kill on top of the Ursa, as well as Chris Maiden being dead. Vendetta, he's going to try and TP out, but they have the Yules to cancel it, so he's not going to be able to get away from this. And that's another big kill. All that's left is Benjaz, and he's being hunted down by this Nyx Assassin. For the rest of the team, they're looking for this, and this looks like it's probably going to be a team wipe eventually once they finish off Benjaz.
This ages too, so I'm just gonna go get a coffee, and then maybe when I get back, he's gonna be dead.
It takes so long to bring him down for the first time. Hopefully the second time won't be as long, but he does have the Ghost Strike coming cooldown once again. Goes for the 4-star, but they have the X, they have the open moves, but he has the Ghost Shot, so they just can't hit him. He is surviving for so long with both these lines. So eventually they do bring him down, but it looks like the Mega Creeps, they're already in the base of the side of Golden Mullers. They're trying to push down mid, but I just don't think they're going to be able to clear out these Megas to mount any sort of real push.
Now, nobody wins.
It's so sloppy to just dive base. The game is not yet over, and even though the chances of coming back against Mega Creeps at like 30 minutes are less than 1%, it's still like a risk you don't really need to take. But I guess it's fun diving base, so whatever.
They've managed to fight the rest of Golden Mullers here in the mid lane. They know no one has buybacks like him, burning all the mana over here on top of Murdoch. Murdoch, you might be very fast with those phases, but it doesn't really matter. They have the disarm. They also have detection for that Glimmer Cape thanks to these Necro books. So they know the Cooker's dead. Able to TP away is that Nature's Prophet to safety. But they've found the Nyx Assassin with the Crystal Maiden Poseidon. He has actually the full MKB. They're holding this Nyx Assassin in place. He has a Spike Carapace coming up cooldown, but will he get to use it? That's the real question. He's actually TPing away, but they are able to get the bash on Poseidon as well as killing him before that TP completes. And with 3 heroes dead, I think that's pretty much it for the side of Golden Mullahs. Dreamer as well as this Nature's Prophet, they're trying to clear through these creeps, but they're having a hard time of it.
Yeah, they have no great obvious mega creep defending heroes. Kunkka can be pretty good, but not with this build and amount of farm. Like if he had a Rapier and a Tidebringer Cleave and BOTs, it would be nicer, but now it just kinda sucks.
So Dreamer, he's going for possibly what could be the last fight in the game. They've taken the tier 4s, they're no longer standing. There is no glyph here on the Radiant, so they have BKBs, they could just commit for it. But to Poseidon, he BKBs, do they have protection over Dreamer? They do, they finally pop the Lycan Necrobooks, and they are able to take down Dreamer. Remember, he does have buyback if he chooses to use it. But over here, the avalanche, the toss into the air, once again on Paradox. These mega creeps, they're going into the base. Will they kill Paradox before his ultimate completes with the game? He is going to make it right back to the fountain with the rest of his team. But they're still all here on Lucchini. They're fighting up. They have the BKB over on Murdoch. Is it going to be able to help them? They have caught Poseidon. There's no Aegis on this asset. He is going to go down. It looks like the side of Lucchini having a bit of issue finishing this off. And now Benjas, he does pop the Ghost Shroud, but they've managed to complete a Spirit Vessel on top of him. And it looks like Benjas might be in real trouble. He does get the side, but it's not enough to finish the Dreamer. He's going to be just fine. And 2 kills, and I don't know, he's caught inside the Sprout, he's rooted up, and the XDs come out from the side of Golden Mullah. They've managed to defend their base against Mega Creeps.
Yeah, I mean, Lucchini once again is like next to the enemy fountain trying to fight, and they're not leading by that much. They have Mega Creeps, which is a huge advantage, but in a fight, it's not like they're gods compared to peasants.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the win probability, and after that fight, Dota Plus believes they do have a little bit of a chance of doing it here for the side of Golden Mullahs.
Yeah, it's SA Dota, anything can happen.
I mean, I would argue that any Dota, anything can happen.
Sure.
Especially in SA, and now they find the Lycan. He does manage to get... No, doesn't get his ultimate off in time. No, he did get it off, but he is affected by the Spirit Vessel. They need a tiny bit more damage, but he is probably going to be able to pursue. If he did walk into a ward, they would have been able to kill him with that Nature's Prophet ulti, though.
It's always scary to hear that ulti going around when you're running away on low HP.
Yeah, just the intimidation factors, more than enough.
It always comes out of nowhere and it hits hard.
So, what are the side of Golden Mullah to do? It does honestly seem like they're not out of it. So they just need to keep defending their base, hoping for good fights against Lucchini, and then eventually take that timing.
Yeah, and maybe like a Battle Fury on Underlord or something, because Underlord with enough items is pretty good at defending Megas. So is Lifestealer, so is Kunkka, so if they can keep holding on, they certainly have a chance. It's just not a very big chance right now, because they need a lot of items. Then again, if Lucchini keeps doing these dives, then sure.
It looks like they're not pushing very hard on Lucchini, so I think they might be trying either to get a pick off or waiting for the next Roshan before they do anything.
Kunkka.
Oh, Poseidon, I think he had vision of him. They don't have a blink dagger on Poseidon, he goes into the wrong tree. But Murdoch, I think he's going to be able to make it out of here alive.
And he had no idea what kind of danger he was really in.
But in this mid lane, they are pushing a bit by bit. Poseidon doesn't have vision over here. They actually even have a gem over on the next assassin. By that himself. Let's see.
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah, it doesn't have anyone else's name on it. They do connect with the torrent as well as the root. He has the BKB over.